Iris, I'll read to you what the latest is on this out of Washington. The United States regretting the death of civilians, but also saying that it's not the right step by Palestinians to sever security ties with Israel.
Yes, the security ties are important to Israel. They're important to both sides, actually. But at moments like this, it just seems to the Palestinians that they can't continue this for the sake of their own street. You know, their own public doesn't understand why at moments like this, the largest toll of death, I think, that I can remember for years and years. And so they have done this before, by the way, this suspending as a protest, but then after a while, the security coordination does resume because it benefits both sides. We have heard from Israel today that this is not an escalation. This was actually a response to fire on the ground. And we've heard from Palestinian groups inside Jenin who said, yes, we did fire at the Israeli troops. So there was an exchange of fire. Most of the people who were killed were gunmen. And what Israel is saying is this was a counter-terrorism operation. We are not seeking an escalation at this moment. The only reason there was such a high death toll is because it was actually clashes with troops, with Palestinian gunmen on the ground.
Nonetheless, the naming of that recently of that a hard-right government by Benjamin Netanyahu adds a layer of tension each time that there's an incident, and this one is big.
This one is big. It is big. As I was saying, I don't recall this number of dead in an incident. And don't forget, it also follows along weeks and weeks and weeks. Some days, I think now it's a greater than daily toll, but up until this point, it was almost daily another Palestinian has been killed. Now that 9 have been killed in one day, just this year alone, we've seen more Palestinian deaths than we had seen for years as a daily toll. So this is an increase anyhow. It's an increase with a hard right government, and it's an increase ahead of the holy month of Ramadan, which is always a time for tension. And that's why every moment, every exchange makes people here hold their breath. Israel's security forces are on alert in case there will be rockets coming in from Gaza, because it was Islamic Jihad militants who were killed. There's a big Islamic Jihad presence in Gaza, and Egypt has been already on the line to Gaza saying, don't start something now. So you can see that this is escalating constantly.
You say it comes ahead of the month of Ramadan. Iris, news agencies reporting that the United Nations and Arab states are trying to keep the back channels open between Israelis and Palestinians.
Very important to them to do that. You know, this Ramadan, as the last one, it falls at the same time as Easter and Passover. What that means is there's just an increased religious tension. There are more Jews who want to walk on the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound. They are not meant to pray there. But that is just at that time, if you remember last year, it was very serious. I can't see that with a right-wing government such as Israel now has, it's going to be less tense. And that's why keeping all the back channels open from Egypt to Jordan. We saw a visit from Israel's Prime Minister to the Kingdom of Jordan just within the last couple of days. All of those things are meant, I think, to try and calm things down before Ramadan.
Iris Makler